done a little bit more wiring, so now we've got this headlight wired in and it just links up. We're not trying to wire tuck it. We've still got the wiring to do for the left hand headlight, and that will just be done the same as the other side, just in the cheap trunking, until he wants to get a full race loom built. But she's already ready to run. No water, but I don't want to put coolant in it till I know everything's going to run alright and we're not leaking oil everywhere. Just quickly, if you're wondering why the rocker cover right end is upside down and was on my Elise, obviously with the engine switched around the other way, he's a painter, so he's going to rip that off and get that all painted anyway. So we're almost ready for the first startup. Now I've just pulled all the information off the ECU. Obviously this was mapped a couple of years ago, it was running fine, and I've just pulled all the information off. They don't like you to do that generally, because none of the parameters come out right, which is very true in this case. So I'm just going through it. I've got a couple of faults. I've got a fault code up, electrical load detector. I've only got half a map, so it only goes up to 40%. Well, it's in KPA, so we're running on map sensor and not TPS. Yep, so let's put it on TPS, and obviously, map sensor. Normally I run alpha N TPS on this. I don't run any map whatsoever. Obviously you won't be able to see too much here, but we're going to roughly go through some of the, well, we'll go through all the inputs. Let's sort out these. Here's the rest of the map. So we show the full, these are the boost tables, so they're like double the size, which actually shows the full 100%, although being KPA. Once we swap that over to TPS, alpha N on both, we'll turn off the map sensor entirely. Basically I'm just going to run through all of these. Fuel injectors, okay, they're the right size, so it's taken that off. Idle, there's no idle control valve on this. Miscellaneous, disable ELD, that will get rid of that awful. We don't have a barometric on this. Disable, well, normally we'd use the map as a barometric pressure sensor if we're not using it for actual engine tuning, but as he's cut the wires off, we will get around to doing that. So everything looks okay. Now we've changed them things over. I mean, there's a couple of screwy rev limits and things like that, but that doesn't really make a difference for us. We're just initial starting. Right, so we'll pre-oil the engine. It might start, it might not, who knows. Let's just clear the TDCs. We'll see what happens. We'll probably data log it if there's any issues. I'll turn that on. Still an electronic load detector. Oh, it's because I uploaded that. Let me clear this. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, we've uploaded that now. Okay. Alright, so a pre-oil. This is for the Accusump system. So currently it's probably reading about nothing because I haven't run it, but we'll open that nonetheless. Fuel pump on. We'll just turn it over. I just had to recalibrate the TPS. It's reading a little high. There's no coolant, so we can't actually run it for too long. But I just want to make sure she does run. Oh, that's better. Oh. Got some weird revs in it. the Accusump's filling up with oil. Doesn't seem to be any leaks. We have got a weird rev limit. So we'll have a quick look. Now I noticed that rev limit was coming on then. We'll just check the rev limits. There's not really a lot in here. I'll just change them to 7, 8. Boost cut active. This has changed from what it used to be, but I haven't used this system in a while, so I'll just check. Right, to set, to disable units KPA and enter the value of 0, right. So to get rid of this, we've got to swap all these over to kilopascals. Cool. And then 0 in each one. We'll just make sure that upload that. We're going to leave the Accusump off now and filled. The engine's pre-oiled anyway. And we're certainly not going to get any surge sitting here. So we'll just, we've already done that I think. Right, there we go. Alright. She idles quite nicely actually. Back one as well. Alright, switch it off. I turn off the fuel pump first just to make sure she doesn't overfuel, and I cut it off because we don't actually know what the fueling is yet, or if it's rich or anything. We'll just save that, that's uploaded. At least it runs, we'll get some water in it, we'll check for leaks. Hopefully that Accusump isn't leaking still. But at least we've got a decent bit of oil in there now for pre-oil every time, and obviously I'm running the jump pack, so the voltage 12.6 volts, so it's not too bad. But that jump pack does save that small battery. Cool. So just run it. There's still no coolant in it. I will put some in a bit, but I've just had a quick look around the engine. There doesn't seem to be any oil leaks. Nothing's been smoking. It all looks pretty decent. So no real issues. Happy days. Got to put the power steering system on yet as well, or power steering belt and fluid in, but there seems to be no oil leaks, no fuel leaks, no weeping anywhere. Not that I've run it for excessively long, but I'll probably look at throwing in the coolant. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications. You can also check us out on Facebook. The link's going to be in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.